The tiny village of Corteno Golgi in the Italian Alps has 2,000 inhabitants and one claim to fame. It's the birthplace of the physician and scientist Camillo Golgi. In 1906, Golgi became the first Italian to be awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine. Last year, the village opened the Camillo Golgi Museum to celebrate the centenary of Golgi's prize, which he won for his studies on the human mind and the nervous system. Today, the museum has the support of the village's second most famous son, Marino Giacometti, the president of the International Federation for Sport at Altitude.
Without being aware of Golgi's work, we were actually researching about the mind when we were studying sports at altitude. I mean, we don't have the same scientific objective as Golgi, but in a certain way there's a connection between our research and Golgi's. In the end, it's the human mind that drives everything.
100 years after Golgi, Giacometti has put his native village back on the world map with the Boof Skyrunner World Series. The Skyrunner is a series of 7 marathons held in 5 countries, with athletes running 42 kilometres at altitudes of between 2,000 and 4,000 metres above sea level. Italy's Mario Poletti has run the Corteno Golgi stage of the World Series 8 times and believes skyrunning is a sport that can cover all levels of ability.
For skyrunning, you can simply train daily after work, as long as you don't have the pressure of running against the clock or trying to improve your speed or your performance. You can go skyrunning for 1.5 hours in the woods, and that's a good training schedule. However, if you want to win races or set records, that's a different story. There's nothing easy about elite-level skyrunning.
This year's race attracts 155 men and 23 women. France's Corinne Favre won the World Series in 2005 after winning 5 of the 7 races. Now 37, she believes that to encourage more female talent to enter the sport, there needs to be more incentive.
There are still not many women skyrunning. I guess it will always be like that, because it's a really tough sport. And the trouble is that the veterans like myself will not last forever. So it would be good to see younger women coming along. It would be great if we had more financial support as well, because in the end, it's a really tough sport, and we need more support.
The men's race starts at 7:30 in the morning. However, the women's journey began an hour earlier.
3, 2, 1...
There has been a phenomenal growth in the sport, which started out in 1992 with a group of 7 friends. Now there are 7,000 skyrunners in Italy alone, with an estimated 20,000 runners around the world. Corteno Golgi's Sky Marathon has a total vertical climb of 4,000 metres. To get to the steeper heights, runners are allowed to use hiking poles as they battle against the clock, the harsh terrain and the lack of oxygen. The highest section of the race is Cima Cellaro at around 2,800 metres above sea level. It's here that veterans like the Italian Emanuela Brizio and Mario Poletti usually make their experience count.
To achieve the best results, you need many years of consistent training. You cannot do it with 1 or 2 years running. It needs a lifetime of commitment to the sport. You also need luck not to get any serious injuries. I've been training for 25 years, and I guess that's the secret of my success.
This time, however, Poletti's experience proves of little value, as Corteno-Golgi rookie Andrew Simmons takes a surprise lead. The Englishman comes down ahead of the pack with Corinne Favre following. Simmons, an amateur fell runner, crosses the line in 4 hours and 15 minutes, only to be rushed into the first aid tent. In his third Sky Marathon, Simmons puts an end to 12 years of Italian hegemony at Corteno-Golgi, but he has to pay the consequences: gigantic blisters for running in the wrong shoes.
I expected to hopefully get top 10, so winning was a surprise for myself as much as anyone else, really. I guess I knew I was on form, and I've been gradually improving, and just the last few weeks it's all come together.
Corinne Favre, as expected, claims the women's title for a third time. She crosses the line in 5 hours and 18 minutes.
It was quite funny today because it was foggy at the top and we had to look for the path. It felt really different, not seeing so many people, and it sounded really quiet up there.
Corinne now leads the Women's World Series with 5 races to go, while Simmons rises to 7th, despite missing the first race of the season.